Hello everyone, this is Princess Anime 64 and welcome back to the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, and in this video we are going to be talking about the Infiltration report for August of 2020. So as usual, I will leave a link below to the Cydia database over in the comments section so that you can check out the new adjustments and the reworks for like certain characters as well as what's coming for global. And I'll also leave a link to the Opera Omnia Facebook page so that you can check it out, and most of these translations do come from the Facebook user Leo Bob. So let's get started. So first off, we have new artifacts and orbs. So starting on July 30th, artifacts that appear in events will become high Idogas and high Idojas. They can be obtained through artifact token exchanges, and they can turn into passives without limit breaking. So this is what they usually look like. So the one on the left here is for 4 stars, and the one on the right is for 5 stars. They also mentioned there's going to be Mighty Artifact Orbs and EX Artifact Orbs, which can enhance these artifacts. It's a little weird having to do this without, like, using Idogas or Idojas that you don't use, to level up the, high Idojas, but yeah, this is, like, a sort of a new change that they're bringing about, and it's okay, like, it is taking some getting used to. So in total, you need 10, artifacts. So 10 artifacts can be auto-fused at once, and they mentioned that characters can now hold 7 passives, and they say that guaranteed red passives have been added to the Moogle passes. I'm a little iffy about this one because you will essentially, you need to pay for the Moogle pass so that you can get these guaranteed reds. But yeah, I guess they might change that in the future. I'm not entirely sure. And then to commemorate the release of the new artifacts, they're handing out 100 gold tokens, and these can be used to exchange for 10 high Idojas. They also mentioned that artifact drops will be doubled for events being held from July 31st through August 31st, so it's a month for a whole month. Next, we have the next Divine World of Illusions event, which features Ramu. This will start on July 31st, and a co-op challenge will also be held where you can get new artifacts and the artifact orbs, as well as other items like gems, tokens, what else do they call it? The power orbs and guard orbs. They also mentioned, there are going to be 2 banners as well, and they're going to feature Emperor's Burst and Celeste's LD. And the synergy characters shown here on the bottom, we've got Emperor, Celeste, Yuffie, Aerith, Selphie, Eiko, and Lulu. All except Aerith will receive level 80 Awakenings. Now, I know what you're thinking, but don't worry, we'll go more into Aerith later. And then they mention more details, 7-star armors that are added. They feature Celeste, Zidane, Saz, and Rem. Then we have some Summon Blessing reworks. These also start on July 31st, and they feature Shiva, Ramu, and Bahamut. So then we have our event character for August, and it's finally going to be Aranea from 15. They're also adding stickers and panel missions to celebrate her event. The one thing I'm really looking forward to when Aranea drops is what her LD is going to be, because we already have her, like, she was a global first for Anniversary, so I'm curious to see what she's going to bring, especially now that we have LDs and Burst. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Now we have something about a summer campaign. So the first banner will be released on August 4th, and it will feature Aerith's LD. She's also getting her LD board, and she's getting her level 80 Awakening. Aerith's artifacts will also be available in the Divine World of Illusions co-op, and she will also have synergy on Eldnarsh's Lost Chapter. And they also mentioned the second banner. This will release on August 18th, and it doesn't say who specifically, but this character will be getting an LD and a burst, and they will have synergy for the upcoming events. They don't say who though, but I was checking around on Discord earlier, and it's mentioned that it could be Terra, which I am really excited about, but also slightly panicking over because I'm low on resources. Blame Gabron's banner, I'm trying to get his LD. But I'm really hoping it's going to be her, because she's one of the Burst and LD characters that I really want. And we don't really see her that much in, like, Chaos or Lufenia. So if it is her, I'm curious to see what her rework is going to be. So then we also have this weapon skin coming on August 4th. So this gem sale, which is going to feature the Sunflower Rod weapon skin, will be available for a limited time, and it's exclusive only to characters who can use rods, specifically Porum, Garnet, or Yuna. They also mentioned that more weapon skins will be released in the future, so it could be for other weapon users like swords or daggers, lances. So kind of curious to see what they're going to do with that. Lastly, we have a tweet emoji battle. So on August 12th, 13th, and 14th, a Twitter campaign will be held during these days. And you have to tweet with emojis representing elements like fire, thunder, and ice. So these are going to turn into attacks and damage a boss. And there will also be rewards based on the bosses that the players beat each day. So curious to see what this is going to be. It's a little unusual to see, but it is nice to see like the whole player base coming together to try and earn these group rewards. So that's really nice. Alright, so then we have our August Lost Chapters, which will be Eldnarsh and Trey. Both of these characters will most likely get their LDs. And after this, though, like next month, we're going to have Amita, Tellian, and Dash. And we're essentially like, those were the first two characters that were getting LDs along with their EXs. So maybe there's going to be a change there, because I remember when... Who was it? I think it was when Fang's Lost Chapter came back, and then we started getting like double EXs, like Fang and Tidus's on Fang's LC banner. So now I'm curious to see if they're going to do the same thing with LDs, or it could be something different. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then we have our monthly gifts. So in total we have 7,000 gems, 5 armor tokens, 20 draw tickets, 1 power stone, and 100 artifact tokens. These will be distributed from July 31st through August 7th, so make sure you pick them up at the appointed time. Then we have some character reworks. So it's not a whole lot, but it's some pretty good ones. So we have Emperor and Celeste on July 31st, and then the new Burst character on August 14th. Then we have some quality of life changes. So this revolves around the auto button that you use when for summon boards and for enhancement boards. So the auto feature for summon boards will now include the treasure nodes, so you don't have to manually tap those. And then for enhancement boards, the auto feature now includes the lock nodes if you have met the requirements to unlock them. So they'll just, the whole board will be instantly unlocked. It does take some time though, as I noticed. Oh, and they also mentioned that the board master animation can also be skipped by tapping the screen. And then if we go over here, let me just move my paper here for a second. Okay, so this is kind of similar to what we have in Global. When you go to the battle results screen, items that have reached max capacity, they'll be grayed out, and you can check your item inventory by pressing and holding the item to see how many of that you have. And yeah, that pretty much covers up everything. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you are excited for this month in August, and I will see you all next time.